I'm hearing the same story over and over, and my mouth is on the floor because it's being sold to you as success. The scale is down, pants are loose, you're winning, right? And yet you're quietly whispering to yourself, why do I feel weaker? Your lifts are down. You're winded on stairs you used to jog up. Your body looks softer, not tighter. Hair in the drain. You keep saying, I feel smaller but not better. Stop. We've got a problem. Because if the weight is dropping, but your strength is dropping too, that is not a win. That is a warning light on your dashboard. Let's name the fear that's waking you up at 2 a.m. Am I losing muscle? You are not being dramatic. This is not in your head. This is physiology. GLP-1s and aggressive dieting make eating less feel effortless. That's the trap. Appetite is down, hunger is muted, and unless you intervene on purpose with what you feed your body and how you signal it, your body will take the easy road. It will burn not just fat, but muscle. I have just so screwed this up in the past, assuming less automatically equals better. It doesn't. Not if the less is missing the one thing your muscle needs to stay. I need you to hear me like I'm standing in your kitchen with both hands on your shoulders. Muscle is not a vanity metric. Muscle is your longevity organ. It's your metabolic engine that keeps your calorie burn and your thyroid vibe from tanking. It's your glucose control muscle is where sugar goes to be used. Instead of floating around, causing chaos, it's your fall prevention system, your shock absorbers, your balance. Muscle hugs your bones and tells them to stay dense so you don't fracture when life body checks you. Muscle is literally your future self's freedom, carrying groceries at 70, getting off the floor, hiking with grandkids, not waiting for someone else to lift your suitcase or your mood. Protecting it is non-negotiable. Here's what I already know about you. You want the facts, you want the science, you want results, and you do not want to waste another month doing this wrong. So I'm going to be crystal clear about what is actually backfiring and what we are going to fix first. We are going to call out the number one mistake that's costing women muscle on GLP-1s and during rapid weight loss, and I'm going to hand you the first fix. Before you tweak cardio, before you obsess over steps, before you download another app, we fix this first. I am protective of you and pissed at the misinformation that tells women to just shrink, slap some pink on it, and call it wellness. No, you deserve strength. You deserve independence. You deserve a plan designed for your biology, not bro science. We're going to protect your muscle, protect your future, and yes, we're going to make it simple and doable. Let's freaking go. Here's where the trap snaps shut, and I want you to see it so clearly you never fall into it again. GLP-1s turn down the volume on hunger and food noise. You know that anxious gnawing loop in your head about snacks, meals, cravings? Quiet. You feel full faster. You stay full longer. Your stomach empties more slowly. So food sits there like a weighted blanket, and without even trying, your intake drops. People call it discipline. It feels like a superpower. And for a while, the scale applauds you. Until it doesn't, let's translate this in normal person speak. Appetite down means you don't start or finish meals. Satiety up means 2 bites, and you're like, I'm good. Slower gastric emptying means that half sandwich at noon is still riding with you at 5 p.m. So dinner becomes tea. Day after day, your body is getting fewer total calories, yes, but here's the critical mistake baked into that success. Protein is getting cut right along with everything else. And when the protein drops and there's no strength training signal knocking on your muscle's door saying, hey, stay, we need you, your body does what bodies do. Under a calorie cut, it starts offloading expensive tissue. Muscle is expensive. Fat is cheap storage. Guess which one your body is more willing to burn when you don't give it a reason not to? Exactly. And this is where my mouth is on the floor because of the messaging we've been fed as women. We've been praised for being tiny, for skipping breakfast, for forgetting to eat, for nibbling like a bird. We clap when our girlfriend says, oh my God, I only had coffee till 2. We were groomed to equate less with better. So then along comes a medication that makes less effortless, and we think, finally, I can do it right. Are you kidding me? This is the danger zone, because the very thing that makes GLP-1s feel easy is the thing that quietly starves your muscle unless you intervene on purpose. So let me make sure we're tracking. The medication is doing its job, lowering appetite, increasing fullness, slowing how fast food leaves your stomach. The trap is that you ride the sensation instead of setting a floor. No protein floor, no strength signal, and your body is like, cool, we're economizing. And it raids the bank account. You cannot afford to lose your muscle. Your lifts drop, your posture slumps, you feel softer, the scale keeps lying, and you keep believing it because it's going down. This is where we fix the order. Before supplements, before intermittent fasting flexes, before extra cardio, you establish the baseline that makes GLP. One safe for your muscle, a non-negotiable protein floor, and a minimum effective dose of strength training. That's the guardrail. That's how you use the med without letting it use you. We are not shrinking into weakness. We are engineering weight loss that protects your future. And we start by fixing this first. Let me say this as bluntly and lovingly as I can because I want this burned into your brain the next time you open the fridge. The number one mistake costing women muscle on GLP-1s is treating protein like a bonus. It is not a bonus. It is the guardrail. It's the seatbelt. It's the rent check you pay daily to keep your muscle on your body. If your appetite is suppressed and you don't hit a protein floor every single day, you are quietly dieting your way into weakness. Are you kidding me? I have just so screwed this up in the past, celebrating a tiny dinner like I was winning at life while my muscle was sending eviction notices because I didn't pay the rent. Let's translate the science in normal person speak because you want the facts, you want the science, you want results. Your muscle is a use it or lose it organ. To build or even maintain it, your body needs two things at the same time, building blocks and a reason. Building blocks are amino acids, protein broken down into Lego bricks. The reason is the signal strength training telling your body, hey, keep this tissue, we need it. No bricks, no building. No signal, no reason to keep the building open. That's it. Two switches. If either switch is off, amino acids missing or strength signal missing, your body conserves energy by cutting muscle first because it's expensive to maintain. Fat is cheap storage. Muscle is prime real estate with high utilities. Without protein plus signal, your body calls the demolition crew. Now, why are women uniquely set up to miss this? Because we have been marinated in less is better, smaller appetites to begin with. We save calories for later and cut the protein first because it feels heavy. We cook for everybody else and then eat what's left on the chopping board. Perimenopause and menopause, estrogen starts shifting and your muscle becomes less responsive. It's like the volume on the muscle building radio turns down. So you need a clearer signal and enough bricks to even hear it. Add caregiving, crazy work schedules, and that old applause for being the girl who forgot to eat, and boom, protein is the first thing to go. My mouth is on the floor just saying this out loud. So here's the revelation and the fix. You need a non-negotiable protein minimum. Not perfection, a floor, a daily baseline you hit even on low appetite days so you don't accidentally downgrade your future self. Think of it like a security system that stays on whether you're home or not. The day can be messy, the meals can be weird, but the floor gets hit. And let me bust the most common GLP-1 pattern right now. I can only tolerate little bites. Fine. Then the little bites must be protein bites. First bites, not leftover bites. 2 spoonfuls of Greek yogurt? Great. Half a scrambled egg? Great. Couple sips of a protein shake? Great. Few edamame or a bite of chicken or tofu? Great. The point isn't a Pinterest plate. It's paying the rent on time. Protein goes first. Carbs and veggies and fun foods can fill the rest. But you lead with the guardrail. I know you're asking, okay, Mel, what does enough even mean for me when I'm nauseated, busy, or not hungry? Perfect. That's exactly where we're headed next. I'm going to give you a ridiculously practical protein floor and simple ways to hit it without tracking your life away. So even on the worst appetite days, your muscle stays protected. Let's freaking go. Okay, here's the floor so you can stop guessing and start protecting your future self. Aim for a daily protein minimum, not a perfect spreadsheet. For many active adults, Clinicians land in the 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight per day zone. Translation, in normal person speak, if you're around 150 pounds, that's roughly 68 kilos, that's about 80 to 110 grams a day. If you've got specific medical conditions, especially kidney disease, bring your clinician into this conversation and personalize it. The point is a consistent baseline you can hit even on low appetite days. A floor, not a fantasy. Now, make it ridiculously doable. Chunk it. Stop letting protein be the side character to crackers and coffee. Anchor every eating window around a protein dose. You'll hear a lot of smart people talk about thresholds. Here's your translation. If you eat 3 times a day, aim 25 to 35 grams of protein at each anchor. If your appetite is tiny on GLP, 1S, go mini dose, 4 to 6 hits of 15 to 20 grams. Think bricks, not buffets. First bites are protein bites. Everything else can cameo. Let's go GLP-1 friendly, because 2 bites might be all you've got. Smaller portions more frequently. Protein first. Liquids count shakes. Drinkable yogurts when solids feel like too much. Soft and easy options win. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, silken tofu puddings. Sips beat skips every single time. If you can only handle a few bites, make those bites count. This is how we keep the lights on in your muscle while the scale does its thing. And I can hear you firing questions at me because my mouth was on the floor asking the same stuff. What if I hate eggs? Great. You never have to eat another egg. Choose Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, protein oatmeal made with a scoop of whey or plant protein, or a ready-to-drink shake. What if meat grosses me out right now? Fine, go fish like salmon or tuna packets, or skip animal entirely and hit tofu, tempeh, edamame, high-protein pastas made from lentils or chickpeas. What if I'm on the go? Keep shelf-stable backups in your bag or car. Protein shakes, jerky or salmon packets, roasted edamame, individual cottage cheese cups. What if I can only do a few bites? 2 spoons of yogurt, half a cheese stick, 5 edamame, 3 sips of shake, set a timer, and repeat in 2 hours. What if I'm vegetarian? You are totally covered. Tofu, tempeh, edamame, seitan if you tolerate gluten, pea, soy blends in, shakes, and pair plant proteins to round out amino acids. Here's your low appetite priority list, so you don't even think. Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, protein shakes or drinkable yogurts, tofu, tempeh, edamame, lean meats or fish when tolerable, eggs when you like them, collagen, add it if you want for skin or to bump a drink, but it is not a complete protein. Do not count it towards your floor by itself. And please hear me. Fiber-only snacks, popcorn, fruit, crackers, raw veggies are lovely for fullness and gut health, but they do not pay the rent on muscle. They're side characters. You lead with protein and let them support. You do not need perfect tracking. You need a floor and a habit. Anchor each eating window with protein, take tiny GLP-1 friendly doses when you need to, and keep easy options within reach so you never miss the bricks. Because protein is the building material. Now we turn on the other switch, the signal that tells your body to keep that muscle. Let's freaking go. Here's the quiet part nobody says out loud, because it messes with the just move more vibe. If your only exercise right now is more cardio while you're eating less, you are literally giving your body a reason to downsize muscle. Your body hears, we're running burn energy, get lighter, make this cheaper. And it trims the expensive tissue first. Muscle is expensive. Are you kidding me? This is why you can walk your face off, watch the scale dip, and still feel softer and weaker. That's not you failing. That's your plan missing the second switch. Now, please don't twist this. Walking is fantastic. Keep it. It is medicine for your brain, your stress, your sleep, and your blood sugar. Take the walk. But hear me like I'm in your AirPods. Walking alone is not a muscle preservation plan during rapid weight loss. It does not provide the mechanical tension required to tell your body this tissue is required for survival. Strength training does that. In normal person speak, load on your muscles acts like a memo stamped urgent. Keep these fibers. We need them. Without that memo, your body economizes. With it, even in a calorie deficit, your body fights to spare muscle. And here's where I get mad for you. The male default advice you've been handed is burn more, eat less. Generic fat loss plans built on orange lights, sweat angels, and starvation macros. Then when your body composition worsens, they blame you. No, women are not small men. You can shrink and pink. Different hormones, different recovery needs, different response to stress. You have been exercising like a dude blast and starve, and it is time for you to exercise like a woman. Fuel the bricks, send the signal, protect the asset. If the word strength intimidates you, take a breath. You do not need to become a bodybuilder. You need a minimum effective dose. Small, safe, progressive, repeatable. That's it. The signal is created when a muscle works against resistance to near fatigue. Translation: the last 2 or 3 reps feel challenging. You keep your form. You stop just shy of ugly. That is the language your muscle understands. What does minimum look like if you're exhausted, brand new, or riding the perimenopause roller coaster? Start tiny and precise. 2 to 3 short, full body sessions a week, 15 to 30 minutes, built on the big patterns your life actually uses. Sit to stand or squats for legs, hip hinge or bridges for your backside, a push wall, push-ups or presses, a pole rows with a band or cable, and a carry farmer holds with groceries or dumbbells. Machines are fantastic. Bands are fantastic. Body weight is fantastic. Tempo is your friend. Slow lowers, protect joints, and turn light weights into serious signals. Rest between sets. Breathe. If all you've got is 10 minutes, do 1 round with intention. If you're wiped, do 2 exercises today and 2 tomorrow. If your joints are cranky, sit down and press. Hinge with support. Row with a cable. This is not about punishment. It's about sending the memo consistently. Protein builds, strength training signals. You've got the bricks. Now we turn on the lighthouse that tells your body, keep this muscle. It's mission critical. And yes, I'm going to hand you an exact, doable plan next, so you can start this week and never walk your way out of muscle again. Let's freaking go. Here's the exact plan you can start this week. And I want you to feel how doable this is in your bones. 2 to 3 full body sessions. That's it. 20 to 30 minutes each. Built on 5 patterns your life already uses: a push, a pull, a squat or lunge, a hinge, and a carry or core. You cycle those, you get stronger, and your future self high fives you every time you pick up a suitcase without asking for help. Structure it like this: warm up for 2 minutes, march in place, arm circles, a few sit to stands. Then choose 1 move from each pattern, do 2 to 3 sets of 6 to 12 reps, rest 60 to 90 seconds between sets, and move on. Stop 1 to 3 reps shy of failure at first translation. Those last reps are challenging. Your form is still clean, and you could grind out 1 more if you had to. Control your tempo, especially on the way down. 3 seconds down, 1 second up. Finish with a 30 to 60 second carry or a core stability move. Done. At home, this is beautifully simple. Squat or sit to stand holding a backpack or a dumbbell at your chest. Hinge with a hip hinge drill or a Romanian deadlift using 2 dumbbells or a heavy backpack. Push with wall push-ups, then countertop, then floor as you progress, or do a dumbbell floor press. Pull with a band row looped around a sturdy post or a 1-arm dumbbell row braced on a chair. Carry with farmer holds, 2 heavy grocery bags or dumbbells. Walk slow, ribs down, shoulders back. Core, dead bug, side plank, or a suitcase carry that forces your trunk to stay tall. If your joints are cranky, shorten the range, slow down more, and use bands and chairs for support. Machines are not mandatory. Intention is. At the gym, use the stability to your advantage. Leg press for squat pattern, seated cable row or chest-supported row for pull, chest press machine for push, hip hinge with a cable pull-through or a dumbbell RDL. Finish with a loaded carry down the turf and back, or a pull-off press for core. Machines are fantastic for days you feel wobbly or unsure, less balancing, more signal to the muscle. Progress without intimidation. Track one tiny metric so you can see yourself winning. Reps, load, or range of motion. Each week, add a single rep to one set, or 2 to 5 pounds to one lift, or an extra 5 seconds to your carry. That's it. Put it in your notes app. Watch the streak grow. When in doubt, choose better form before heavier weight. And if something hurts sharp or weird, stop, change the move, or get a quick form check from a coach. Smart is strong. What does this buy you in real life? 1 trip grocery carries, stairs without the knee ache, getting off the floor easily, a back that doesn't complain at your desk, posture that lifts your chest and your confidence, muscle that hugs your bones and keeps them dense, independence, protected. You do not need daily grind. You need consistent signals. 2 to 3 sessions, protein floor locked, and your body gets the message. Keep the muscle, keep the power. And because I know GLP-1 side effects can hijack even the best plan, nausea, constipation, fatigue, that weird food apathy. Next, we're going to engineer around them so you don't quit on the very habits that protect you. Let's freaking go. Let's talk about the thing that takes women out quietly, the side effects. If you're nauseated by the smell of dinner, if 2 bites make you feel Thanksgiving full, if everything tastes meh, if you're so tired you could cry, this is real. You are not broken and you're not weak. GLP-1s, slow stomach emptying and dampen hunger. That combo is amazing for appetite and absolutely brutal for protein and training unless we plan around it. Side effects can erase your muscle-saving habits without you even noticing. Not on my watch. Here's how we outsmart nausea and early fullness while still paying the muscle rent. Smaller, colder, blander. Sips beat skips. Go ice cold shakes through a straw, Greek yogurt by the spoon, cottage cheese with a sprinkle of salt, silken tofu puddings, egg drop or miso soup with soft tofu. Freeze your shake into pops if that's all you can tolerate. Space it every 2 hours. 10 to 20 grams of protein per mini hit. Avoid greasy, high-fat, heavily spiced foods. On bad days, they linger and make nausea worse. If solids are a no, do liquids, ready-to-drink shakes, drinkable yogurts, or unflavored protein whisked into broth. Ginger tea, peppermint, or lemon ice can settle your stomach enough to get those first bites down. And talk to your prescriber about timing or dose adjustments. Sometimes shifting when you take the med or how fast you titrate makes the difference between I can do this and forget it. Constipation? Yeah, we're going there because it will make you avoid eating altogether. Hydrate like it's your job. Steady water across the day until your urine is pale yellow. Add electrolytes when you're lightheaded or it's hot. Sodium helps fluid actually stay in your system. Bring fiber in gradually so you don't blow up like a balloon. A teaspoon of psyllium in water, a chia pudding, a kiwi, cooked veg before raw. Daily movement helps motility. 10 easy minutes after meals beats punishment miles. Bathroom basics matter. A footstool under your feet, a consistent morning routine, no phone stress. If you need extra help, ask your clinician about magnesium or other options. Solve the plumbing, and your appetite and protein usually come back online. My mouth is on the floor that we don't say this out loud more. Fatigue is not a character flaw, it's chemistry. If you're underfueled, lifting will feel impossible. So schedule strength in your best feeling window and front load a tiny pre-lift snack you can tolerate, 3 to 5 sips of a shake and a few bites of banana or crackers. After, anchor 15 to 25 grams of protein in whatever form goes down. On blah days, cut to 1 set per exercise or do machines only. Keep the signal, shrink the session, and I'm putting guardrails around your inner hero. No punishing cardio to make up for low appetite. No fasting contests. No lifting if you're dizzy or weak. Sit, hydrate, eat a few bites, or come back tomorrow. Protecting muscle means respecting recovery. 2 to 3 strength sessions, protein first bites, hydration, gentle walks for your gut. These are the adult boundaries that keep your future self strong. Now, zoom out with me. How do you know if your plan is working? The scale will lie to your face. Next, we're going to track what actually tells the truth about muscle so you don't get fooled again. Let's freaking go. The scale is loud and it is a liar. It cannot tell you if the weight you lost was water, glycogen, fat, or the muscle that keeps you independent. And on GLP-1s, where your body is shifting fluids and food moves slowly through your gut, the number can yo-yo like a toddler with a light switch. Are you kidding me? We are not going to let a bathroom gadget grade your future. We're going to track what actually tells the truth about muscle. Start with strength markers because strength doesn't lie. Pick 2 or 3 and write them down once a week. Can you carry your groceries or dumbbells farther or heavier for 30 to 60 seconds without your grip giving up? That's a keeper. Can you do more reps with the same weight? 8 became 10, 10 became 12. Win. Time your sit to stand. How many clean stands from a chair in 30 seconds without using your hands? Or how fast can you do 5? Faster and smoother means you're preserving power. Grip strength matters. A cheap hand dynamometer works, but here's the normal person test. Are jars easier? Do your hands fatigue less on a farmer carry? Stairs tell the truth steadier, less knee noise, less breathless at the top. These are signals your nervous system and muscle are adapting in the right direction even while you're losing weight. Now, body composition, because seeing fat versus lean trends dials down the crazy. DEXA is the gold standard for most of us, especially if you can repeat on the same machine every 8 to 12 weeks. Bioimpedance devices, in-body, Withings, smart scales can be helpful if and only if you control for variables. Same device, same time of day, similar hydration, similar menstrual phase, if that applies to you. Don't chase a single reading. Watch the direction over a month or 2. Tape measures are wildly underrated. Waist at the belly button, hips at the widest point, mid-thigh halfway between hip and knee. Down at the waist while your strength holds or climbs. Chaf's kiss. Progress photos in the same light, same posture, same clothing, monthly front, side, back, will show you firmness that the scale hides. Red flags mean we hit the brakes and adjust. Rapidly declining strength, or you're dropping reps week to week. You're constantly cold, dizzy when you stand, hair shedding more than usual in the shower, nails peeling, your period goes wonky, or you're bone tired all the time. The scale is lower, but you look and feel softer. That is not discipline. That is under-fueling and under-signaling. We course correct now. Partner with your clinician like the grown-up CEO of your body. Ask about labs that impact energy and muscle. Iron and ferritin, B12, vitamin D, thyroid, fasting glucose or A1C, lipids. If you're in perimenopause or menopause, bring it up. Hormones change how responsive muscle is, and you deserve tailored support. A registered dietitian can help you hit your protein floor without gagging. Physical therapy or a qualified coach can tune your form so every rep counts and old injuries don't flare. Here's your order so your brain can breathe. First, protein floor, pay the rent daily. Second, strength signal, 2 to 3 sessions, track a tiny win. Third, fine tune with walking, fiber, hydration, sleep, and body comp trends. The scale can watch from the sidelines. You're grading yourself on strength and composition now. That's the truth, and that's how you protect your future. Let's freaking go. Here's your priority stack. So clean, you could tape it to your fridge and never second guess again. 1, protein floor daily. Pay the rent on your muscle every single day in bites and sips if you have to. 2, strength signal 2 to 3 times a week. Minimum effective dose consistently so your body knows to keep the asset. 3, steps and walking for health, blood sugar, mood, recovery. 4, sleep and stress support, because recovery is where the adaptation happens. And women are not small men. We can just starve and blast into submission. 5, and only then does optimization show up. Fasting windows, supplements, extra cardio. If 1 and 2 aren't locked, number 5 is decoration. Exactly. Now, the emotional truth, you are not failing because you need structure. You are taking back your power from diet culture and bro science that told you tiny was virtuous and sore was success. Structure is compassion for your future self. It's how we protect muscle in a world that applauds skipping meals and calls it discipline. Are you kidding me? We are done being graded by a shrinking number and gaslit when we get weaker. We're building strength on purpose. Starting tomorrow, here's your microplan. Breakfast or first bite is protein forward, 25 to 35 grams if you can, or a mini hit of 15 to 20 if GLP-1 appetite is low. Greek yogurt, a ready-to-drink shake, cottage cheese, tofu scramble, you pick. Open your calendar and block 2 strength sessions this week, 20 to 30 minutes, full body. Put them where your energy is best. Choose one simple metric to track reps on your squat, weight on your row, or seconds on your farmer carry, and write today's baseline in your notes app. Finally, set a reminder 30 minutes before training. Eat something, 3 to 5 sips of a shake, and a few bites of banana or crackers to turn the lights on. That's it. Bricks plus signal, protected. And when you walk into that weight room, take up space. You deserve to be strong. You deserve that platform, that machine, that spot by the mirror. Pick up the dumbbells like they already belong in your hands, because they do. Your future self is begging you not to trade muscle for a smaller pair of jeans. She wants power, bones that don't break, a back that doesn't ache, and independence you can bank on. Choose her. Do not keep this to yourself. Share this with a friend who's on a GLP-1, your sister who's not hungry, your coworker counting steps but losing strength, your daughter who's hearing the same tired lies we did. Women deserve the truth about muscle and longevity. If this hit home, follow and subscribe so we can keep building you up. Next up, I'm breaking down exactly how to hit your protein floor in perimenopause and a zero intimidation starter for strength training. If you're terrified, you are not alone. You are powerful. Let's freaking go.